starting lineups. At the point guard position for Rock Island, number 34, Jacqueline Smith Sharp. Running the show for the Lynn Panthers, number 10, Tara Nixon. In the guard position for Rock Island, number 11, Erin Weskinson. And in the shooting guard position for Little Township, number 20, Chandler Young. In the guard position for Rock Island, number 24, Holly Etheridge. Filling in the utility position for the Panthers, number 14, Jennifer Sukins. And another forward for Rock Island, number 30, Amber Muntz. The paint number for the Panthers includes number 30, Rachel Taylor. Center for Rock Island, number 30, Desiree Benson. And in the middle for the Panthers, number 24, senior Wendy Evans. Rock Island is coached by Rock Letterman, assisted by Brian Stewart. Panthers coached by Cody Lewinsky, assisted by Gary Martin.
Hello and welcome to High School Sports 2001. This is girls basketball. Jim Sainsbury along with Dave Vinke to bring it at you. And we're just about for tip-off. Got the lineups ready. Dave, glad to have you with me here tonight. Look forward to a good matchup between these two teams.
Glad to be here. Second time they've met this year. Panthers came away with the victory in the first one, but that was a long time ago.
Well, lots of good things to talk about because regionals are coming up, and the first ball goes to the girl UT players, but first shot is no good. And Mandy Evans tries and no good again. Inside, we're going to have a tie up there. Jump ball, and the ball go over to the Rock Island Lady Rocks.
Good active play by Rachel Davis. One rebound already, and also coming back with a tie up. Rock Island's first chance on offense now.
Well, our first look at, for me, the Lady Rocks this year, so I'll take a little bit to get used to everybody. A nice three-point shot, and good right from the get-go. And a missed shot there, and Rock Island again with a jump, and down court comes a nice breakaway for number 11. That's Erin Westasey again, and she has all 5 points right from the get-go. So Rock Island comes out gangbusters here early in the first quarter, 7-10. Right now as UT works it inside, comes inside too, nice pass inside to Rachel Davis and up and in.
Davis is only a sophomore, but she's got a great knack for getting the ball up inside of traffic.
That's what I noticed when we did the Thanksgiving tournament here, that all these girls work really well together, and I think Mandy Evans was a little bit nicked up that game too, so now I'm looking forward to seeing her full
She's the only
full
senior
speed
for the Panthers out there.
Ball steal again. And number 34, Jacqueline Smith Sharp puts it up, gains her 2 points of the evening. So score right now 7-2 in favor of the Lady Rocks. As they work it around, get it inside to Evans, and she gets it back out to, looks like that was Tara Nixon with, well, now they're tied up inside, jump ball, and this ball remained with the Panthers.
That's Davis again getting her hands on the ball before she was tied up. She's not tall, but man, is she quick.
Yes, she is. Mandy Evans inbound, but kind of mixed up. But still going to come down to the Panthers. They work it around as Chandrell Young over to Tara Nixon. Back over to Chandrell. And they'll try to get it inside to Mandy Evans. She's kind of tied up there. Gets it back out to Tara Nixon. Tara Nixon up from about 12-footer and in.
Nixon, a junior point guard, got Player of the Week according to the dispatch. A very well-deserved honor. He does a lot of things for the Panthers.
Now the Rocks work it around just a little bit here. If take just a little break while we got them coming down court. There will be third seeded in the upcoming regional, Dave, and they'll be playing 16 seed Dixon. And so kind of already set. We got a foul, well, 3-second call, looks like foul called on the inside, so back over to the Rocks. coming down court with it is senior guard, 5'6", Erin Westasea. She already has 5 points. She must be their spark plug as she gets it over to Holly Etheridge. And I didn't have her on our sheet originally, but now I do, so we'll have to get her down. She's one of the starters. Got to make sure she's on the board. And down with a fast break. Nice left-handed shot. Going to be no good, but fouled is Mandy Evans. And she'll be going to the line shooting 2.
Evans has an older brother that played for UT a couple years ago, and with her brother as well as her father, they worked with her when she was younger. You can tell she'll
yes,
shoot
definitely.
with left hand or right hand inside.
That's really that was hard for me to do, and of course girls basketball has really come a long way from 20 years ago, 25 years ago when it was first introduced, at least in Wisconsin. Now I don't know how long it's been going on here in Illinois, but I'm sure probably right around that same time. What a change. I mean, some of these girls teams, I think they'd be a big threat to a lot of the boys teams. Very excellent shooters, great ball handlers, and this is going to be a good ball game, I think. Rock Island's up for this one, and they're going to go into the tournament as away by a 10th seed, and so they're at 6-13 currently for the year. Well, they work it around again. Desiree Johnson comes back out to Erin Westasea, and she tries to work it inside. They do get it inside down low, but number 30, that is Desiree Johnson. Looks like she's going to be hammered there, and a foul. I thought she kind of walked with the ball before the foul happened.
Could have gone either way. Hands were straight up. There's a little bit of a hip contact by Rachel Davis, so she got the foul called against her for that.
Rachel Davis picks up her first foul of the game.
Shamika Jackson and Chanel Brown in the lineup for the Rocks. Panthers will stay in a 2-3 zone defense.
As they work it around, and do they like staying in the zone defense that you know this team really well? Is that something that Coach Dobrinsky likes to put them in as a zone?
They usually start in a zone. They've got an awfully quick team, all 5 starters.
A wide open shot there for Shanika Jackson, but she misses. Yep. And UT recovers, comes down to Tara Nixon. She works it on a nice 3-point try, and it's in there by Mandy Evans.
Evans has got great range for an inside player. She'll come out and shoot that set shot.
Well, cricket down at the baseline, thought better of it. Here's a 3-point try by the Rocks. And that's good as well by Chanel Brown. As Rock girls working around once again. Again, it's going to be Westasea from 3, and she hits another one. So they're going to have to keep their going to have to guard her just a little bit closer because she can really get them from out there. And here's a 3 try by Chandrell Young, and that's no good. Comes down to the Rocks. They're have it 13-9 over the Panthers right now. Nice rebound there by Mandy Evans. Gives it over to Tara Nixon. She brings it down to the timeline. Down inside it goes into Rachel Davis, but she's fouled.
Interesting if they call that on a shot attempt or else on the catch. It'll probably be out of bounds. No free throws. That's what the call was. UT will inbound. We'll get a first chance to look at their inbounds play.
We got a couple more substitutions coming in. Same starting 5 now in there for the Panthers and the Rocks as well. Comes out to Tara Nixon. She gets it over to Mandy Evans. Mandy Evans for another 3 try, and it's good. So Mandy Evans starting to light it up already here early, Dave, and that's probably not unexpected.
She's a senior. She's been a 3-year starter, and if they leave her out there, she'll shoot there all night.
Westasea gets it over to Brown, and Brown gets it back out to Westasea. She really works around. She works doubly hard, it looks like. And it's stolen there. Brought down, going inside for about an 8-footer. She stops, pops. That was Tara Nixon, misses it. Goes back up, another foul. And looks like that one's going to be called on Chanel Brown, picking up her first foul, looks like.
Foul on Weston C.
That's going to be on
Check,
Weston
that
C.
was on Weston C.
Another example of Davis getting a rebound and getting right back up before the Rock Island players had a chance to jump.
Well, she's got good form. She knows how to block out players, and that's why she's good inside there. She makes her first one. And the second one no good. So it'll come down and score right now 13 all tied up with 2:14 left here in the first period. And looks like a lane violation goes back over to the Panthers.
I think it was just a missed shot. I think the
is that right?
was looking out front to see if the ball was tipped. It was so far short they expected a
Alrighty.
Coach Leatherman was asking the same thing if the ball was tipped.
I thought maybe it might have been.
Get the call, so it's the Panthers out of bounds.
Well, they work it around again. It comes back out to Young. She gets it over to Nixon, and Young will try a three. That's no good. Who's going to come up with it down low? It's going to be Jennifer Simpkins up with their first two.
Good leaper.
So Jennifer Simpkins picks up her first two of the evening, and now breaks that tie at 15-13 in favor of the Panthers.
The Rockies started shooting very, very hot.
Yes, they did.
Caught them when taking a 2-point lead.
So now we'll see what the Rocky girls are made of. Well, nice shot there from about 8 foot by Chanel Brown. And she works it very well inside, too. She keeps moving all the time, and she's got a steal. And she'll be a pretty, oh, she's going to be hammered there by Chandrell Young, and she'll be going to the line shooting two.
Chandrell, I think we got a little careless with that high cross-court pass.
I noticed with the girls especially, you better not make wrong passes because they'll pick them off every time. They are really quick, and they look for that. And so let's see what happens on the first one's up, and no good by Chanel Brown. As Erica Jones comes in. And the second one was all good as well. We're tied up again, 15 all. As inside, nice, beautiful move, but it isn't going to be any good for Chandrell Young, all for naught. And down with it comes the Rockies over to Chanel Brown again. She tries from about three. That was an air ball. Inside, they're fighting for it. Oh, boy. Well, they're going to call a foul, but I think that should have been a jump ball, looks like to me. I don't know.
Fouls on number 34, Jacqueline Smith-Sharp. She's the leader of the Rocks out there. Evans came out of nowhere to tie her up the jump ball, and I think she retaliated by the push. They called the push before they called the jump. Smith actually had inside position, had the ball to start with. Good play by Mandy Jones.
Absolutely. Well, almost throwing it away, but keeping hold of it is Mandy Evans. She gets it over to Nixon. Nixon works it around, and first time in, Paula Jones into the game now. And almost a very strong passer, but Jones hung on to it. Gets it back out to Nixon, over to Jones, and back over to Mandy Evans. And they work it inside. Nice pass play. Oh, no good by Tara Nixon, but a very beautiful play.
Good drive by Nixon. Paula Jones will play the point guard on offense, and Nixon will slide over where Chandrell Young was. Chandrell's had a little bit of hard luck so far this game. 3 or 4 shots, but nothing's gone in for her.
And that's the way it is in basketball sometimes. Sometimes you're hot and sometimes you're cold. Well, the Rocks now slowed down just a little bit after that fast start, but we are still all tied up as a whistle blows, and we got ourselves another foul, it looks like, inside.
Well, 6.7 seconds left.
Oh, I guess it was a walk there. And 6-7 left here in the first period. As they're going to have to work very quickly, get the hands in the air, and now last second shot. It's going to be good by Jennifer Simpkins. Oh, big three-pointer right at the buzzer.
That's something to build on.
That's a momentum builder. Well, after one, it's favor of the Panthers, 18-15. We'll be back after this. As we get set to go for the start of the second period with the score 18-15 with that outstanding three-pointer right at the buzzer. We're on it here, and the Rocks have the ball. With the ball right now is Holly Etheridge, and she gets it down inside, and now they're a scrum on the floor, and coming away with it is the Panthers. Mandy Evans gets it over to Tara Nixon. Tara Nixon back out to number 14. She's hot right now, Jennifer Simpkins.
Simpkins has a hot hand. Plays underneath. Good quick leaper, kind of like Davis. Not tall, but gets off the ground awfully quick.
She's had the last 5 points. Inside it goes again. Miss there by Jacqueline Smith-Sharp. And a whistle blow.
Going to get called for the foul for in over the back.
And it goes back over to the Panthers once again. So 15 foul already for the Lady Rocks, so they're going to have to be a little bit careful or they start getting into that bonus situation here early in the second period.
Chandrell Young checks back into the game, giving Mandy Evans a rest. Evans is right back. I think that was a mistake. I think Evans was not supposed to come out. She's right back at the table.
Well, Paula Jones called for a walk. I didn't quite see it. I thought she looked okay to me, but
I think
you might see that half
she
step.
started smiling too. She was going to pass, and defender jumped in the passing lane. Before she could do anything, she got already committed to her.
Right. Well, coming into the game too are Erica Jones for the Lady Rocks. And she's playing the point right now over to Westasy, back over to Erica Jones. She'll try a big three-pointer and no good. And ooh, that could have been over the back, but coming down to Mandy Evans, and it's UT ball. And they'll work it around again. They're looking for the open shot. They do a good job at this. Whatever girl is open, that's one that normally will take the shot. They don't try to rush the shots at all, Dave, and that's good coaching. It's going to be Tara Nixon with a three-point try. Brought down there by Desiree Johnson, and to get down low inside, passed it in a hurry, and foul down there is going to be Abby Montz.
It's actually a smart foul on the Panthers, and Knox had an easy uncontested layup. Lucky enough that it was not intentional, and also got her before she went in the shooting motion, so it's going to be on the floor. It's going to be out of bounds is all. Salvage whatever advantage that there was.
Yes, sir. Well, that's good thinking.
Rocky coach contesting the point. Thought that she was in the process of shooting.
As all coaches always well do. But they do get the in-play in. And Westasy again looking for an open shot. It's going to go to Chandrell Young. No good from three-point land. But rebounded there inside by Rachel Davis. It's poked away. Oh, check that. I'm sorry. By Desiree Johnson, as I looked at the wrong sheet there, Dave. Oh, I could do that about once every game. Oh, nice shot there again.
From the outside. She must have 11 points, I think.
Timeout for Rock Island. We'll take a timeout as well. We are the FTP Sports Network. Be back with you. As we get set to go again, the score right now 22-15, and all of a sudden, the Panthers have a 7-point lead.
Yeah, that happened real quick. I think it's getting, if I was a Panther coach, it'd be real easy.
Oh, yeah.
Just to say, get the ball to Simpkins right now. She's had a hot hand.
Three-point try there by Erica Jones, no good.
Good defensive position. Rocks are called for over the back.
Muntz's second personal foul, 16 foul, and it'll go back over to the Panthers as they'll bring it down court. No pressure put on right now. Coming into the game is Holly Etheridge once again, while the starters going out for a breather is Erica Jones. Paula Jones brings it over the timeline, and now they'll set up a play. And I'm sure that Mandy Evans with a shot, and no good. Rebounded inside, however, by Chandrell Young. That's no good, and it's going to go off the foot. It looks like they're of Paula Jones. So turnover goes to the Rocks, but not through lack of effort.
Good inside position by Jones to get the rebound.
Where Aaron Westasy, who really lit it up early in the game, has been kind of quiet the past 5 or 6 minutes, so I'm sure the coach has talked to her a little bit. Well, there she thought about taking a shot, but then thought better of it. Gives it over to one of her lady friends, and that happens to be Holly Etheridge, who just came back into the game, so Holly picks up another 2 points. So Paula Jones brings it over the timeline, and she looks for Tara Nixon. Tara Nixon wasn't open, now she is. And she'll look inside, doesn't see anybody. She'll work the ball over a little bit. Now switches all the way across court over to Jennifer Simpson, back out to Tara Nixon. And Tara Nixon will look to set up a play here as she'll work the baseline, comes inside, back out. It looks like they're, well, about a 12-footer, no good inside. Back up, no good again, but it'll remain in Panthers' side.
Simpkins got inside, gathered the rebound, had a point-blank shot, but just it wouldn't go down. It's her first miss of the night. Mandy Evans will inbounds this.
Sometimes those point-blank shots are the hardest ones to make. Well, they get it back, work around nicely.
No.
Work it inside, big tearing up there, going to be called a jump ball, remain Panthers ball as the arrow points to them. So Mandy Evans will take it out and try to get it into one of her friends.
Sharp read that play very well. They're going to lob inside of Davis. She came over from the weak side position, left her player.
Well, Mandy Evans looking for that 3-point shot again, but they kind of woke up to that. They're putting somebody on her pretty tight to try to shut that down. And now we got a call for a walk there, so it'll go back over to the Lady Rocks. And taken out of bounds is going to be Holly Etheridge. Gives it over the West to see, and she'll give it back over to Etheridge, and no good there inside, and brought down by one of the Panthers, that being Erica Jones. And quickly up court it comes. Flips it up, and it's going to be in by Rachel Davis. 24-17 now with the 3:32 left in the first half, as the Panthers have built up a 7-point lead, and kind of a comfortable lead here early in the game as that's tipped away, but still recovered by the Rocks. And that one's blocked inside. Nice block there, and I didn't see who blocked it. Did you catch that, Dave, who blocked that shot?
I didn't see it. I think Evans got the block. Evans knocked to the floor, but they call her for travel on that. I agree, Jim. Both coaches have done a good job of figuring out what the other team was doing. So in other words, it's settled down to a defensive struggle.
Yes, it has.
It's only been 4 points in the last 3 minutes. Western isn't going to get a 3-point look again.
No, they're going to try to shut her down completely.
Both guards know that, and they'll jump right out at her before she can load up.
Well, I think they have to, because, I mean, she can really light it up in a heartbeat. Correct. She drives the baseline, and it's good. And so
as soon as I talked about her, she made it.
Well, let's see if the Panthers can't return the favor on their trip down here as they work the ball a little bit. On wide open down low, but actually kind of an errant shot by Rachel Davis. And coming down quickly with a shot up is Desiree Johnson. That's no good.
Substitution for the Panthers. Into the game,
Liz Buchanan checks in the lineup, another sophomore for the Panthers, replacing Jennifer Simpkins.
So Jennifer Simpkins will take a breather.
They'll use Buchanan up top as a guard. Oh! Foul called on Davis on a block inside. Brock's not shooting yet.
Second personal, 14th foul on the
Only the 4th team foul.
And they do get it in rather easily, and they work it around. Johnson gets it over to Etheridge, back over, cross-court pass. There's always dangerous, but plenty of room there. Now it's in the Westacy, but she's guarded rather heavily. Nice save there by Etheridge as she gets it over to Chanel Brown. To Etheridge. Chanel Brown looking for an opening now as those two seem to work around a little bit. They might be looking for Westacy. She's open. She'll pop it from there, about 18-footer. No good. Rebounded by Mandy Evans, and down court they come, giving it over to Tara Nixon. On the baseline, but a whistle blows again. And it's going to go over to the Rocks.
Charge called on Chandrell Young. Trying to drive the baseline, but good defense. Cut her off very well by Chanel Brown.
Absolutely.
Erica Jones back in the game, as well as Shanika Jackson.
So the Lady Rocks will try to close the gap here with 1:46 left, a 24-19 game, and well, it's a 5-point lead. At comfortable 7 down to 5, and they could make it either 2 or 3 or 2-point lead here with a 3-pointer. So let's see what happens if the Rocks can do anything with it. What time coming down here in the first half? It's been a good first half by both teams. They had a pretty wild first couple of minutes, and they kind of had the coaches got talking to the girls, and they all closed each other down, as you said, Dave. And we've been pretty much a defensive struggle from that point on.
Good defensive play by Tara Nixon on that steal. Nice.
Oh,
pass.
wide open.
To Simpkins.
Beautiful, beautiful play there. Who says those pre-planned plays don't work? Well, now they got that comfortable 7-point lead once again as the Rocks work around. 1 minute left here in the first half. As Jones looks for something, gives it over Shanika Jackson. Back over, or check that. As the Rocks again work it around, trying to get somebody open down low, and they find, but Sharp, but she's going to throw it back outside. And they'll try it all over again with 36 seconds left. And a 3-point try. It's going to be short by Chanel Brown, and back over it goes to the Panthers. And now they'll definitely, well, I would hope the coach would tell them to work for the last shot, but I guess they're not going to do that. And we got to push inside.
Chandrell Young on the drive. Hasn't gotten anything to go with. I think they're going to call a foul on the ground, but she'll still shoot a 1-on-1 with a 17 foul.
Chandrell Young, the 5'6" junior guard, will go to the line shooting 2.
I think it'll be a 1-on-1 here.
It's going to be a 1-on-1. There wasn't a shooting foul then.
We'll find out. Yep, he called the foul on the floor.
First one's on its way, and it is good.
Nothing about Chandrell. She drives and prefers to shoot with her left hand, but if you notice her free throws, they're right-handed. So she's played a lot of basketball over the years, a lot of tournaments. Developed both hands inside. Right-handed free throw.
I envy her because I can't do that. So
that old saying, "Gonna give my right arm to the ambidextrous" or something.
That's for sure. Well, 21 seconds left, 28-19 in favor of the Panthers now. As the Rocks maybe look for that last shot, maybe not, but we'll find out.
Rocks are attacking this 2-2-3 zone by running a player along the baseline.
And it seems to be working for the most part if they can get the ball to him, but that time there's a turnover. And inside is going to come. Oh, high shot inside, no good, and that'll do it for the first half. With the Panthers leading at 28-19. It's been a good one so far. We'll be back after the first half. As we get set to go here for the second half of the UT versus the Lady Rocks, and the Rocks have the ball. And they'll work it around rather quickly here. Weston C trying to get open. And they certainly shut her down after her first couple of tries in that first half because they found out she was the spark plug. And they'll give it working around to hers again. And looking for the inside, can't see anybody open. That's going to be a turnover, goes over to UT.
UT's first chance. Mandy Evans inbounds the ball to Nixon. Karen Nixon over to Chandrell Young. Both teams with their starting 5 out there. Davis up quickly.
Well, nice pretty shot there by Rachel Davis, and the Rocks now are getting into kind of a deficit here, down 30-19 as Weston C takes a 3-point try, no good. Rebounded inside, but no, it's going to go to the Panthers.
Good hustle to get back on defense by the Rocks, especially number 34 there, Jackie Smith-Sharp. Involved and tie up with the rebound at one end, and back to there's Davis with that quick step, just too hard.
Well, that was a beautiful step, Dave. I'll tell you what, it didn't go in, but that was a big time play. As Weston C takes a shot from about 18, that's no good. Comes down inside to Desiree Johnson, the freshman. She gets it back over and out to Shanika Jackson, but that's no good. Weston C gets that ball as it's there and driving the baseline. Now up and no good again, Desiree Johnson. So 4 tries for the Rocks and no points.
Simpkins is short, but there's Davis and fouled. Great play by Davis to go ahead and set a pick on Jackie Smith-Sharp.
Absolutely.
To give Simpkins the uncontested play. I think that's why Simpkins missed it. She didn't expect to be wide open.
Well, Jennifer Simpkins had 11 points in that first half, by the way.
Substitution for Rock Island, Chanel Brown back into the game.
Panthers open up a 12-point lead. Davis, the second free throw coming yet.
Lots of net on those 2 shots. So it comes back over to the Rocks. It comes down court. Shanika Jackson with the ball. She flips it down to the baseline in the corner. Nothing there. No working around a little bit here. There's still plenty of time in this game with 6:13 left in the third period. 32-19 in favor of the Panthers as they look to increase their record to 15-4. It remained with the Lady Rocks.
Let's go, Rock, let's go.
As they'll take it up ball, the play is called. The call number 1 we hear from up here. We don't know quite what that is, but we'll find out here in a second. As Desiree Johnson was dribbling the ball a little bit, decided to give it away over to Chanel Brown. Back to Johnson, a 3-point try, no good. And rebounded there by Tara Nixon. Oh.
Nice pass to Davis. That ball was threaded. That was thrown very hard.
Well, that's why they're 14-4, Dave. I mean, they're doing all the things that a team that's 14-4 would do. As no good there. A ball goes up by Desiree Johnson.
Back out front to Nixon. A little bit of over-aggressive defense there. Fouls on number 23, Chanel Brown.
Brown, second personal, second team foul on the Rocks.
It'll remain UT's ball, and taken out will be Mandy Evans.
Nixon with control. Looking around. Evans looking to go one-on-one. Nothing there. All the way back out to Young. Young going on the drive all the way to the bucket and still doesn't get the roll.
Gonna have a jump ball. Possession will remain with the Panthers. So
yeah, Evans just got her hands on it at the end, just enough. That last series, Chandrell still didn't get that last layup. Now a long right-handed set shot, and she's got it.
Well, and they increase their lead 36-19 now as the Rocks are really down in the hole, and they're going to have to start putting the ball up here and making some of these shots. As poked away there, nice defensive play by Chandrell Young, but it'll remain Rocks ball.
Chandrell's a streak player. That last shot going in, that'll pick up her defensive intensity too.
Well, taking it out will be Holly Etheridge. And gives it over to Weston C. And again, they'll work it around. Desiree Johnson, freshman, back into Weston C on the baseline, but she'll throw it out to the corner. And nice 18-footer there by Chanel Brown, the freshman.
Nixon to Simpkins. Davis, quick first step right around. Even though she's going by a player, look at the player she's going around though. That's Jackie Sharp-Smith. She's got to be the defensive leader. She's a good, strong athlete, and
Weston C with a three-pointer.
Get around her. Nixon, lots of rebounds for guard. Young setting up again. I think Rock Island needs a timeout here.
I think you're absolutely right, and you got it right on the money as the coach says enough's enough. And with that, we'll take a timeout. Be back with you.
Yeah, Panthers, we're getting into a rhythm there.
Let's go, Rock. Put it together now.
Well, at the 3:56 mark of the third period, the Lady Rocks are down by 19 with a score of 40-21 as they have the ball. But boy, they're going to have to start putting some of those shots into the hole. They've been really cold in this second half, and their spark plug, Westonsea, hasn't gotten any points either. As cross-court pass, very dangerous. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by Simpkins. It'll remain Rock's ball, but very dangerous pass. Well, Chanel Brown gets it over to Westonsea again. A three-point try there by Holly Etheridge. No good. She gets her own rebound back up. No good again. Rebounded inside. And this girl's always down there, Rachel Davis.
Good defense by Etheridge. Knocked the ball into Chandrell Young's legs.
So turnover goes back over to the Rocks.
The Joneses are going in. Erica for Rock Island and Paula for UT.
So Erica Jones comes back into the game, and going for a breather is Holly Etheridge. As they try to work it around again, and see nobody over. Westonsea trying to get that free shot again, can't get it. Slapped on the wrist, but they didn't call it, and nice play downstairs.
On a layup, fouled from behind. A shot at a three-point play. Good defense by Paula Jones. I think what the Panthers, what Coach Tabrinsky must have told the Panthers at halftime is that as soon as you get a turnover, fast break. That's what's caused all these offensive opportunities.
And it's definitely working. Erica Jones picks up the foul, and I think that's more of a frustration foul than anything.
I think you're right. Yeah, it was a half-court offensive game for the Panthers, and here it's just been an open, almost an alley ball thing.
Yeah.
If there was a shot clock for the Panthers, they haven't taken more than 4 seconds every time they've had to cross that court to get the ball up.
Well, they're hitting them from everywhere. And pinched down in the corner again is Brown, but she gets it out, and a three-point try from way out there was Westonsea, no good. And we're going to have a foul, looks like down low.
Smith got bumped very hard by Chandrell Young.
The third personal first team foul.
And going to the line is Jacqueline Smith-Sharp, the 5'10 senior forward. First one is good.
Sharp gets the first of two.
But still down by 21 here at the 2:43 mark as she gets set to put up her second one. And that one's no good.
Nixon comes out with the ball again. Ahead to Young. Whoa, Young fouled by Smith-Sharp. Now Smith-Sharp usually plays center forward. And there she was way out on the wing. She had to stop the fast break. Nixon's done an excellent job of recognizing this fast break offense. She gets the ball in her hands from a rebound or a quick outlet, and all of a sudden it's another quicker outlet. And they're just a flying attacking the basket.
That was very impressive with her the last time we seen her play here again at the Thanksgiving tournament. She's just a real headsy player.
Davis with that quick step around her player inside. Draws a foul, 2 free throws. I think Coach Leatherman from Rock Island's kind of disappointed that Sharp had that foul. He had a substitution at the bench for her, but she was shooting free throws. When she missed it, she had to stay in, and she just picked up 20 seconds ago a cheap third foul. Now her with 3, if she gets in foul trouble, that really dooms the Rocks, I think.
Yes, it does. Well, Rachel Davis makes her first one.
That's 4 in a row that I don't think she's hit the rim yet on, just all swishes.
She likes that bottom of that net. And way down now, 23 points are down, are the Rocks. But they'll still work it around, as I'm sure the coach wants them to, down the baseline of Westonsea down inside there, and she's gonna walk with the ball and turn it over, back over to the Panthers. Nothing working right now for, well, check that. Yeah, I guess I was right. They're going to put the press on here for the first time of the game. And walking with the ball there.
Liz Buchanan had checked in, caught dragging her foot a little bit.
So the Rocks will get the ball back over again and try to get some points on the board and cut down this deficit. And they haven't had much luck at all, as the Panthers have been really on the money. That ball was an air ball, but it looks like it might have been tipped by one of the Panthers, so it'll remain in the hands of the Lady Rocks. Coming way out to the point. And working around again, and that's going to be, it looks like it might be a foul called. Yes, indeed it is, on Liz Buchanan. She looked in amazement there, didn't think it was on her. She thought she got all ball, but going to the line is going to be the junior guard, 5'7", Chanel Brown.
I think Buchanan had that last block. They called the foul on Paula Jones on a push on that. I think the ref just blew his whistle and got caught. He had to call a foul.
That's probably it. Second one was no good, and down come with the Panthers.
Long pass to Simpkins. Nice read by Paula Jones. The Rocks trying to press to get back into the game, but the Panthers broke that very easily.
So the Rocks, well, if nothing else, they're probably learning from a team that's just really outclassing them right now. And, well, there's a nice three-point shot by Chanel Brown, so she answers a little bit and brings it back to with a 21-point deficit.
There's a long pass again. Simpkins had a layup and passed it up.
I think there, Jennifer Simpkins should have probably just put it up. She was pretty wide open anyways. So it does go over to the Lady Rocks. And Weston C will bring it down once again, getting it over the timeline rather easy. And we have a timeout again by the coach of the Lady Rocks, and we'll take a timeout as well. Well, we're back as the Rocks have the ball. Weston C had it for a moment. Now she has it again. She drives to the baseline, looks for a shot inside. It's up, no good. But I think she's going to go to the foul line. Indeed, she will.
First personal, third team foul.
Mandy Evans picking up her third personal, if I heard that right.
I think it's her first up on the scoreboard at the far end there. At the bottom, they keep the what foul it is per player.
Okay.
As hard as Mandy Evans played for that to be her first foul, that's amazing.
Third team foul it must have been. And the second one no good, brought down by Mandy Evans.
Rock UT pushing the ball up the floor again. Chandrell Young hangs in the air, switches to her right hand and gets the basket.
Well, they're doing everything right now, and that's got to be kind of fun for those girls to be out there when things are going well.
Rocky has good athletes, but for the second half, I'm sure Dobrinsky said about getting the game up tempo, pushing the ball up the floor, and as an entire team, UT gets down the floor very well.
Yes, they do. Missed the first half out of the 1-on-1, so it goes back over to the Rocks. And
inside a minute now.
Weston C again with the ball. Gets it inside, but it's picked off there by Tara Nixon.
Offensive foul on Evans, pushing off with her left hand. She was wide open, and now we know why.
49-26 with 34 ticks left on the clock in this third period.
If you watch this game and replay that, she had a great facial expression. She was called for that offensive hook. Who, me?
It's always great. Athletes are always that way, you know. So Weston C again looking inside, trying to find somebody, but nobody's open. Actually, they are just doing a great job in this zone defense of keeping anybody out from getting down low. 12-foot shot put up there by Etheridge, and she cans it.
6 seconds left. 5, 4, Evans, long three-pointer. Down and off.
Well, after three, it's 49-28 in favor of the Panthers. We'll be back for the start of the fourth period. Eight minutes left in this one with the Panthers leading at 49-28. Hope you're enjoying it. Jim Sainsbury along with Dave Vinke. And 8 minutes left here, Dave, and a whole lot of work if the Rocks are going to do anything at all in this game.
Well, the Rocks have switched. They've look like they've gone to a man-to-man. Flaps well. Chandrell Young switches hand, draws a contact. She'll shoot free throws.
Well, I see what you mean with that young lady. She does switch hands very easily and no thought process at all. Just bing, bing, bing. That's excellent to see that.
She's not tall at all, but great body control when she goes in. Always keeps the ball away from the defender. Makes the first of the free throws. Stretches the lead to 22 points. Second one on its way. Right-handed shot swishes also.
I don't think she's touched the rim yet on any of her free throws. Unbelievable. Weston C drives the baseline up from about 6-footer. No good. And down with it come the Panthers.
Young on the layup again. Hammered hard to the floor.
Hit hard by Jennifer Davis.
Just got there late. It was a clean, hard foul.
First personal. Young goes to the lane, shooting one. Substitutions for Rock Island. Sharp back in. Harley Murphy.
I think that's the last thing that Rock Island wanted to see was being down by 21, start the fourth quarter and give up the first 4 points.
Absolutely. That's something I'm sure that Coach Leatherman is probably tearing his hair out about right now.
Simpkins almost with the rebound. Weston C comes out with it though.
So the Rocks with another chance as Kaylee Murphy with the ball, number 10, and that's kicked. Good D.
Substitution for the Panthers, Paula Jones back in.
So Weston C will inbound it probably to Carly Murphy. And that's going to be picked off. But rebounded right back again for the Rocks. Weston C with about a 15-footer, and it's good.
And Weston C, Rock Island basket.
Well, the Panthers working around, and they certainly, Dave, right now don't have to take hardly any shots. They're just going to probably look for that real good one.
I got a feeling they're all kind of smelling blood. They're still going to attack the rim, I bet you.
Carly Murphy again with the ball. Gets it over to Weston. See, she thought about a three-pointer, thought better of it, and pounds it inside. And, well, let's see who's got it now. And up and in, it's going to be Shanika Jackson. So 53-32 in favor of the Panthers as they bring it over the timeline. 6:25 left in this contest.
Nice pick and roll to Davis. Gets there quickly. Weak side help comes over, but it results in a foul. The 2 free throws. Good fundamental offense, good fundamental defense there.
Absolutely.
Davis makes the first. I think she's got about her last 6. I jinxed her.
Well, long pass down court and driving inside on the baseline, but it's no good. Nice try anyways by Chanel Brown. Quickly down court come the Panthers.
Good unselfish play. Evans with the right hand this time.
As again a work around, and Weston C this time with a 3-shot try, no good.
Andy Evans gets excellent position on defensive rebounds.
Yeah, she does. I've noticed that all
She's
night
got
long.
quite a few. There's that left hand now from Young.
A mini hook shot there. That was really nice to see. Carly Murphy again coming down court as they get it over to Brown. Brown looks inside to Westonsea from about 15 feet. Whoa, overthrows it. She's so used to putting up those threes, she had too much power on that one. Well, Simpkins has been kind of quiet this second half, but anytime she gets the ball down low like that, she's going to pop it. And most of the time, it's probably going to go in as we have a scrum on the floor and a jump ball will remain in the Rock's hands.
Clarissa Bailey and Liz Buchanan check in for the Panthers. Chandrell Young and Rachel Davis come out. Chandrell Young, for having a very, very hard luck first half, gathered quite a few points quickly in the second half.
Molly McGreevy comes in for the Rocks. She's number 12. 5'7" senior guard.
Coach Leatherman from Rock Island still coaching away over there.
Oh, for sure.
Still standing up on the sideline.
Well, comes over to McGreevy. She gets it back out. Nice big three-point try, and it's good as she cans it. Chanel Brown. And she intercepts the inbound pass down low, inside ball up, and that's going to be good. And fouled on the way up. Chanel Brown, she'll go to the line. She might make it 6-point here in a matter of 4 seconds. But a long way to go. 60-37 in favor of the Panthers. But Chanel Brown trying to complete a 6-point play here for her. And a pass, well, basically 4 seconds. So and Panthers having a tough time getting it over the timeline. Finally do, and there's going to be a foul called on Westonsea as she got in too. It looks like it was Jennifer Simpkins, if I'm not mistaken.
Simpkins did a good job of coming to the ball that time. She stays back and wait to it. Westonsea picks it and she's gone.
Absolutely. Well, 10th team foul on the Lady Rocks.
Back into the game for the Rocks, Holly Etheridge.
As Westonsea gets a breather, coming in for her is going to be Etheridge again.
Simpkins swishes the second one.
So the score now 62-38 with 4:35 left in this contest. As Murphy works around, gives it over to Brown and back to Murphy. Murphy to Brown. Brown looking for that three, and she can make them from out there. And they get it inside to Smith-Sharp, but she had nothing going on. Now it's going to be McGreevy trying to shot from about 13 feet, and that's no good, and the Panthers come away with it.
Good ball handling by Simpkins. Made several Rock defenders swing at air there. Evans, high arc, three-pointer, nothing there.
No good, but rebounded there by McGreevy. And she gets it over to Murphy as she comes down to set up this play. Again, the inside has just been completely cut off by the Panthers, and that's going to be a walk on Murphy. And it'll go back over to the Panthers. It's just been almost impossible for the Rocks to get it inside this second half.
Liz Buchanan on a breakout. It's a 2-on-1. Bailey with the ball. Shot around and off. Bailey with her own rebound, up again, too hard.
And down with it comes Etheridge. And she'll bring it over the timeline. She looks for Murphy. With 3:23 left. And another 3-point, well, check that about 15-foot try by Chanel Brown. That is no good.
Oh. Blocked by Murphy. Well, there you have the center for UT handling the ball against a point guard from Rocky and getting her to commit for a foul. Good ball handling skills.
Absolutely.
Murphy played it as well as she could have, though. Evans gets the first.
Carly Cogan, number 42 for the Rocks, comes in. 5'7" junior forward. And going out is Holly Etheridge.
Tell Evans is a shooter. As soon as the ball left her hand, she calls off and she's charging in for a rebound. So the call there was getting over the line too quickly before the ball at the rim.
So Murphy with the ball once again. She gets it over to Weston C. Or check that. It looks like that's McGreevy. And, well, nice play there by the Rocks. Got it inside. It goes to Chanel Brown, but no good as she puts it up. And coach getting a little bit hot over on the other side. That's probably as boisterous as I've heard a coach this whole season. He was a little hot of his girls. I think that's what he was yelling at anyways, Dave.
Andy Evans gets a good round of applause coming out of the game.
As she certainly should. She had a whale of a game. And out it comes to Colgan. She gets it over to McGreevy. McGreevy from about 8 feet, no good. But rebounded inside by, looks like the littlest player on the court, Murphy. And what was the call being called down there?
Murphy was trapped. They had 3 people build a pyramid around her, and so she just threw it off one of their a foot of a UT player. So smart play by Murphy.
McGreevy inbounded, and she just almost threw it away, but barely saving it. Up with the shot was Erica Jones, but that's no good.
Good inside position by Liz Buchanan. They're in the double bonus, so she'll shoot two free throws. Liz Buchanan will get a chance to get on the scoreboard here.
So Abby Mons with the personal foul.
Liz Buchanan, younger sister of Emily Buchanan, a 4-year starter for UT.
Well, Dave, you have a daughter that's a sophomore player right
Correct.
now, and I watched her a little bit earlier before the varsity came out, and she certainly looks like she's going to be a good one. So look forward to seeing her in the next couple of years. And plus you have other ones involved in sports as well that have done very well here at UT. And go ahead and, hey, break them up a little bit while you have a chance.
We don't have enough time. Yeah, I'm very proud of all of them.
Well, Murphy tried to get over. She decided to take the shot herself, but it's no good. Comes down to the Panthers with 2:20 left here in this
nice
game.
Speed by Buchanan. Simpkins just short on the layup. I think from the first half, Jennifer made about four or five straight shots of 18 feet or better.
Absolutely.
I think I see her problem this half. She's just standing too close to the basket.
And she goes down with a well-deserved round of applause, as that might be all it is for her this evening. As the Rocks quickly down court, but probably, no matter what they do now, a little bit too late here. As they still continue to work it around. Jones with a three-point try. It's good.
Nice basket.
63-41 now with 1:49 left. Oh,
good move by Davis. Looked like she was going to try to beat her with the hoop, and there would have been a hard collision there. So she just hesitated once the Rocky player stopped. Then she blew by her.
She's even got a great big smile on her face. She enjoyed that one. As the Rocks turn it over once again.
Akers with the ball.
And that's stolen by Murphy, but she's going to cup the ball, and it's going to go back over to the Panthers. So 1:17 left, 65-41 in favor of the UT Panthers.
Buchanan, nice feedback to Clarissa Bailey, but couldn't handle it, out of bounds.
Well, last chance tries for the Rocks here as we get down to it. Murphy brings it over the timeline, and they pretty much have their second team in there right now, giving them a chance to get some valuable experience. There's a three-point try going to be put up there by Erica Jones, no good. And a foul is called down underneath, looks like on Abby Mons.
Mons, that's her personal.
And signals that's her 5th foul.
Davis goes to the line, shooting 2.
1 minute even left in the game. Rachel Davis will shoot 2. Rachel's had a huge night tonight.
Well, Jennifer Davis comes into the game. 5'11" freshman forward, number 52. Well, Rachel Davis can miss those free throws. I couldn't believe it. They missed 2.
It's our fault. We shouldn't have jinxed her.
Murphy quickly down court, and I think what they're going to try to do is just shoot it up as well. Nice move there. Beautiful move by Erica Jones, but for naught as she comes up with no points.
Time winding down. I want to come in, Pat, seeing the crowd over there, Pat Marino, longtime coach of a lot of these girls. He's coached, at least 2 travel teams of girls for quite a while. Clarissa Bailey got her glasses knocked off.
And that's one thing about wearing glasses is just as, and I remember even when I played buckets, you get them slapped off your face and that hurts. I mean,
yeah. Well, she was underneath the basket and they traveled out of bounds over to the sideline.
And we're going to have to decide on players of the game, so I think I'll let you pick the UT side. How's that?
Oh, I don't know.
I've got one in mind in case you, if you're wondering. I think I would go with this young lady right here if that was my choice.
Well, yeah, I was thinking of giving the game ball to coach, or the player of the game to Coach Stabrinsky, just for saying one thing: go up tempo at halftime, and then the game was never in doubt.
Well, that's right.
Excellent recognition by him.
Absolutely. 16 seconds left in this one.
But since it's a player of the game and not the coach of the game, I think we'll give it to Jennifer Simpkins for her quick start. I agree with what you've got there, Jim. And she had the hot hand that turned to stem the hot start of Rocky in the first half and turn things around for the Panthers very quickly.
I really agree. The 5'7" sophomore guard, number 14, Jennifer Simpkins, is our Internet Review player of the game for the UT girls. And on the other side, I think I'm going to pick this young lady. What do you think of that?
I think so too. McGeevy.
And that'll be the 5'6" senior guard, Erin Westensee, number 11. And that'll do it. The final score being 65-41 in favor of the Panthers. And we've had a lot of fun here. Dave, it's been a joy working with you here this evening. And good luck to your all your family and all the sports that they play. I can't wait to hear more about them as years to come. And I'm sure we'll see you again. And join us anytime that we're